Que bueno, mi gente. Calix Boxing here with the Triple G versus Dominic Wade fight preview. And Golovkin's going to make another good boy out of Dominic Wade. Golovkin 34-0, 31 KOs, 33 years old. Wade 18-0, 12 KOs. Somebody's O has to go. We know it's going to be Wade, 25 years old, but a huge step up for him, and that's going to be the story of the night. This is for the WBA, IBF, WBC straps, and Golovkin is a huge minus 10,000 favorite against Wade. And this one, 21 straight KOs for Golovkin, looking for his 22nd straight KO. Has really good wins against Lemieux, Murray, Rubio, Gill, Stevens, and Macklin. And unfortunately, he's so dangerous that he's not able to get the bigger names and top fighters in the division, the very top fighters in the division in there with him. They're all very afraid of the most feared man in boxing, Triple G. And I don't think he's going to do anything in this fight to lower any of the top fighters in the division, because I think this will be another scary knockout for him, a scary knockout win for him that's going to make them run for the hills even further, unfortunately. But Wade, huge step up for him. What bothers me for Wade coming into this fight, and he has some talent, and he has some pros going into this fight looking on paper to where you would say, okay, that's a pro for him. He's a nice size middleweight, 5'11", 75-inch reach, so you would say, oh, he could use his jab against Golovkin, try to keep him on the outside. It's not going to happen. Realistically, it's just a bigger target for Golovkin to hit, a longer guy for Golovkin to mow down. Young, talented kid, but he's stepping up way too quick. And he is 25 years old, so I shouldn't call him kid, but as far as rounds and ring experience, he just doesn't have it, and this is a big step up, way too early for him. However, you got to reward him for taking the shot. He's doing something that a lot of guys are afraid to do. Yes, they're paying him some good money, his biggest payday of his career, but this type of fight could really harm him in the future. Obviously, stepping in there with a shark. But a couple red flags here. Too many of his opponents don't have winning records. If you look at his resume, a lot of his opposition have had losing records, and he hasn't been in too many 12-rounders. A couple red flags there. And also, I watched the Sam Solomon fight. That fight could have went either way. And Sam Solomon, crafty veteran, yes, we all know Sam Solomon, who've been following the sport the past decade or so, but Sam Solomon's way well past his prime. I think he even lost to Jermaine Taylor a couple of years ago down here in Mississippi. So if you're a good, solid young fighter, you should beat a Sam Solomon. And he wasn't able to do, well, he was able to do that, but not decisively. And he struggled in that fight. And he even struggled a couple fights ago against a guy named Deshaun Johnson, who I think he's like 15-13-3, and was actually knocked down early in that fight, and had to come off the canvas and win that fight. So, like I said, a lot of red flags here, and huge step up for Wade. I can't emphasize that enough. And the plus for boxing fans is you're not going to get in a competitive fight. We all know what's going to happen here unless the stars align. And I mean, this would be up there with Tyson, Buster Douglas, to be honest. But you're not going to get a competitive fight. But what you are going to get is an electric atmosphere. The Forum will be sold out. I think 17,000 plus. Just an electric atmosphere. And also, you're going to get a knockout. You should get a knockout in this fight. And if you're looking for something to bet, maybe you would bet the over, see what the over is, and maybe play that and get some good odds there. But other than that, you're not going to get a good play on this fight if you're a betting man. But it is good to see Golovkin with yet another sellout. I mean, this guy's selling out on the East Coast, West Coast. Just beautiful stuff. The people are flocking to him, and he's becoming. He's right on the cusp of superstardom. He just has to get that big guy in the ring with him, like a Canelo or a Cotto or somebody like that, and get somebody to step in the ring with him, and he's going to be launched into stardom, even here in the States, even for a guy who barely speaks English from Kazakhstan. So Should be a fun fight while it lasts of Triple G just mowing this guy down, turning him into a good boy. And my prayers to Dominic Wade because, man, he's going to be in for a tough night. Hit me up. Peace.